Yes, we can hear you.
Hey, Mark, Mac here.
Is that you, Mac?
Yeah, hang
Hey,
on a second. Let me see what I can do. Yeah, I'm here. I'm on. I can't get through on the Zoom, so I called in.
okay, great. All right, and that's everybody. All right, so 6:03, we'll call this meeting to order. Quorum is established. We have everybody present. Myself, Jason Depew, Rebecca's here, Max here, and Kevin is present. And looks like we have one. We have who's that? Nick Turco? Awesome. Cool. And then obviously Patty. And Jen, is that Jennifer with Fishhawk Ranch with 628?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We had a few things on the agenda, but I think let's see, start right from the top. We'll do treasurer's report. Treasurer, anything to report?
We have gotten to the final stages with the audit for 2023. The vendor BAS has sent a couple of additional questions in the final review. I just haven't had a chance to take a look at them this week. So we have a meeting tomorrow, so I'll take a look at that tomorrow. I had planned to get the final audit report to everybody this week. We just haven't gotten the official copy yet, so I'll send that out as soon as we get it.
Okay. Nothing else to pass? All right. For president's report, I got a couple things I just wanted to kind of brief everybody up on and pass word. Some things that Patty's been working on lately, getting number one, she's working on quotes for retaining wall repairs. All around the community. These things are supposed to last 30 years, and it's been 5 to 7 years, and they're failing and crumbling all around. So we got to get those replaced. Let's see. Umbrellas. You're going to see a lot of complaining at the pool about umbrellas. We got a whole slew of brand new umbrellas back in September, and we have 3 left that aren't broken. So we have 12 waiting in Bradenton for us to get and go pick up free. They're just replacing them for free. So before we go get that, well, I'm gonna go get those. Somebody with a truck will go get them. I think I got to get down there. So, anyways, but I don't. Let's not do the same thing again and put them out so they can just get broken in 6 months again. I think once we get a pool monitor, we can do some sort of umbrella checkout process or something like that, where you check it out and you can take it and set it up and then bring it back over to the pool monitor in the little shack or something. I don't know. We'll work on that. Anyway, that's the problem with the umbrellas right now. In lieu of buying new umbrellas, I am looking at quotes to get these pool shade structures installed over the sitting areas around the pool. I think that this is ultimately the way we need to go. It's not cheap. It's about a $70,000 project. So I'm just in the information gathering stage right now, not looking to put any motions out or really have anything to present. It's just a kind of a let you know what we're working on. What else? Pool monitor. The end of this month, the last meeting of this month, so our annual meeting, we're going to vote on pool monitor of some sort. We need something. Rebecca, you have a hand raised?
Yeah, I was just going to throw a thought out there, Mark. If we're checking umbrellas out, I would just want to be careful with liability. If somebody drops it and breaks their foot or hits somebody in the head or, those kinds of things, I think we just have to be, because some of those are not light. And
Yeah.
so you don't want kids running around or, that kind of thing. So just that may be, it's more sticky if somebody gets hurt using them.
Yeah, we could do it like they do with the resorts. The pool attendant or the beach attendant comes out and sets it up for you. You said, "Where are you sitting?" Okay, I'll bring it over. That sort of thing. Yeah, good point. What else? I think that's all the things that I have. We do need,
No, you were talking about the pool monitor by the end of the month.
yeah, pool monitor end of thanks, Patty. Pool monitor end of the month right now. Soliciting any and all good ideas. Patty might have somebody that maybe we could hire. We'd have to do some numbers on it, right, Patty? Is that what you sent me earlier today?
Yes.
Okay. So separate from hiring the security company at $35 an hour, which, I was thinking about this. It sounds like a lot of money, but they are paying their insurance, their unemployment, their federal taxes, payroll taxes, all, social security taxes, all of those things. So if we do hire somebody at $18 to $20 an hour, we as an HOA will be responsible for paying all of those fees as well. So you're not going to hire somebody for $20 an hour. It's going to be $20 an hour plus whatever all those taxes and insurance increases are. something to keep in mind. But I'm open to any and all ideas. Jason, go ahead.
We can talk about it more at the meeting at the end of the month. We can hire him as an independent contractor. We don't have to hire him as an employee, do we?
I think given the nature of the work, we might have to, it's probably an employment law question. I would think, Jason, I think given the nature of the work, they're working for us, we're directing their work. We're still gonna be on the hook for paying, the FUTA and all of the employer payroll taxes, so we'd have to put them on payroll
Okay, good
more than
enough.
likely.
Rebecca, is there like a percentage that we should, if we do find somebody, is there a percentage if we pay them $20 an hour to an 18 to 20-year-old?
I think $20 an hour is way too much, honestly. I
No,
think,
I'm just saying as a,
but I think if you're getting a pool monitor, you're probably looking, I would say $15 probably max per hour, and usually it's a 20 to 30% markup given, depending on the,
okay.
to pay the taxes and all of that stuff, the payroll benefits, all of that stuff from a temp agency. It's usually about a 20 to 30% markup.
30%, okay.
Yep.
That's what I wanted to know. So this way we just add that to whatever, so this way we can budget correctly.
Yep.
Thank you. Sorry, Mark.
No, that's fine. Yeah, these are good questions to ask. And at the last meeting of this month, we got to have these things fully developed because it's going to be on the agenda. And I'm going to let you know right now, I will make the motion to hire the security company, and then we'll talk about it, and then we can vote it down, yes or no. But I'm not saying that's the best option. I'm just saying it's an option. And if we come up with a better idea, then we all vote no on that idea, and then we vote yes on a better idea. So just bring.
Yeah, I do think we need somebody there ASAP. I went past there over the weekend, and there was a birthday party in there with banners hung up and like 40 kids, like, which we know is not, you don't rent out the pool. That's not allowed.
Yeah.
So
more to follow on that. Let me check my notes, make sure I hit everything. Oh, so one of the
Hey,
things.
Mark?
Yeah. Anything else on that? Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, this is Mac. I've been approached by members of the community, desperately saying it's out of control. So I agree with everything everybody said. I honestly think the security is going to be the best way to go because, and we chatted with a few people, is you're going to need some kind of security presence, at least on the weekends. And because I think it's so out of control, I would be very hesitant to have a teenager or even a college student try to stand up to a bunch of people who want to come in. Guy in a uniform, different story. So I'm absolutely convinced at this point it's so bad that we have to go with a formal security presence. That's just, I came to that conclusion over the weekend, the last few days, just from people coming in and begging me to take some kind of action because it's completely out of control. So
it is.
You've got support behind the motion on next meeting.
Yeah, I agree with Mac. It's totally out of control, and people aren't abiding by the rules. They're not even paying attention to the rules. They're just making it up as they go. And again, I don't think even an 18-year-old kid is going to be able to go in there and tell somebody who's decided they're going to have their birthday party there that they can't.
And I don't want to cut anybody off, but this is all good discussion. I would love to save this for when it's on the agenda, so that way it's recorded on that meeting, and if somebody wants to go back and watch it, you know what I'm saying?
Understood.
Then yeah. What else? So we have a vacant seat on the board. This is on the agenda, right? So tonight, this is an on-agenda item, so we can talk about this. We'll get to that in a second, I guess. I am finished with President's report. That's all I have to say, I think. What's next, Patty? I don't have what's that?
I love I think at the end of it.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. What's that? Is it community manager reports that's next?
No, that we could do that last because that's pretty much what we need.
I know Rebecca's got a hard cutoff at 6:20, so we got not much time left.
No, the foreclosure, the request for the foreclosure from the attorney. That is the only thing that I
there's that, and then there's the VP vote, and then there was the appointing a new member. So we got a couple things to get through. Okay, so let's do the first thing first. So my motion is to appoint Kevin as the vice president of the board. Is there a second?
Second.
Second, Jason seconded it. Is any discussion? Sounds like no discussion. Let's take a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, says Mac.
Any opposed? None. Thank you.
Yep.
That's,
Kevin, Kevin, he's going out of town next week, right?
Yeah. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, and to me, it was important. We have to establish chain of command because I'm leaving the country, and if something needs to be handled, you gotta know who's next. So it would be irresponsible to not do it. Okay, so the next thing is the foreclosure, right, Patty? Let's talk about that.
Yes, please. So this homeowner has been in with the attorney for probably over a year now, with no communication. She doesn't answer back. And she is actually getting a lot of the services because we can't stop the services. And this is everything from irrigation, landscaping, and we've cut her off from the pool and the amenities, but the rest of the association is currently paying her to live there.
And it's about, she's what, 5,000 behind? Is that what it is?
Combined, yep.
Yeah, 5,000 behind. So multiple warnings, multiple notices. This isn't going to come as a surprise. So what's the next step, Patty?
The board just votes that we will start the foreclosure on her house, and we send a check to the attorney. So this way we send her $750 to start the process.
All right. So motion is to, what's the address?
5613 Kingsley Corner.
So the motion is to start the foreclosure process on 5613 Kingsley Corner. Is there a second so we can move to the discussion?
I'll second.
Kevin seconds. Okay, discussion.
I think we need to do it in order to get in line for the money whenever the house is sold.
I have a question, if I may.
Yep.
Sure.
Back here. So this is a paired home? I'm just, what's the address? I don't know where Kingsley is. I should, but I
Yes.
don't.
That is a paired home. It's over.
Paired.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. That's all I needed to know. So, and also if you get a lien for foreclosure, I don't know if we have to wait for the house to be sold.
Yeah.
You can foreclose.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think if they've been unresponsive for a year, I think it's absolutely what we need to do, just from a fiduciary responsibility for the rest of the people who are paying in good faith.
Exactly. It's not like a regular single family where it's just $69 a month. It's the 69 in addition to all the services that we're constantly paying for them.
Yep. Nope.
Other
No
comments?
other further questions?
Thank you, sir. Jason or Rebecca, any comments or questions?
There's a community like this, you choose to live in a community like this because you want those services, and part of that contract is you agree to pay for those services. And if you're not willing to, then that's not the right place to be.
All right.
I'm in agreement. I don't have any concerns.
Okay, then let's vote. All in favor of the
Aye.
motion?
I
Any,
Says Mac.
any opposed? None opposed. Motion carries. Thank you, Patty.
Thank you so much. I'll just
The-
need your signature on that when you get a chance.
Tracking. The last item on the agenda with 4 minutes left is we do have a vacant board seat right now. I thought maybe we would be able to get Will to fill the seat just for the time being, so we have another board member to help carry the load for all of us, but he has too much going on and has declined. So where do we want to go from here? We have to fill the seat. Do we want to internally pool nominees? Do we want to put it out to the community and be like, hey, we're looking for someone to sit on the board? Do we want to look at the vote, the people that ran for election and pick from the people that ran for the last election?
I think that's a good place to start, maybe. They showed an interest, so just go by the number of votes.
Yep. The next vote getter would be John Deere, who was on the board last time.
I reached out to John. I have not heard back from him.
Okay.
And he brings a lot of skills
Yeah.
He's worked with the board. He has a big financial background, so he'd be perfect if he's willing to do it. So I asked to see if he could have a call. You know, I just sent the text this afternoon when I found out that Will was not available. So you know, we'll wait and see if he gets in touch. I'll send him an email also.
Okay.
You know, just see what he says.
Yep.
In the interest of efficiency, it might be worth reaching out to everyone who ran and just ask if they're interested at all, and get, you know, interest count from them, and discuss a couple options at the next meeting.
Okay. Yep. Patty, you can do that, right?
I can.
Okay. Do we want to hold off on putting it out to the community for now, saying, hey, we're looking for another board member who wants to do it? Do we want to have a special, you can have a special election. We can, I mean, that'll cost us a couple $1,000, right?
And a folding machine.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's worth it this time.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
No,
think we need to do that. We had enough of a pool of people who wanted it to help out during the last election. I think we start there, and then if we need to, we look at other options. But I think that that's the cheapest, easiest, and fastest.
Okay. I don't think
And
we're,
this position is only for a few months anyway.
yeah, it's
Mhm.
just still the next election, that
Mhm.
seat.
I
don't want
Just a quick question.
Yeah.
Back here. I would just have the vote board make a decision. It's an authority. It's approved. And as you said, it's 7 months. So if we can get them off the list, that's great. But if we've got someone, then if we can't, then we'll go. So, Patty, would you please send that to John Deere also? I won't send it to him. It'll come through the normal chain that way.
So you just want to leave it because you reached out to John already? You want me to just reach out to everybody that ran, or just John first?
Well,
Everybody.
I thought that send it to everybody. That was Jason's recommendation, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Everyone that ran.
I
Okay.
agree with that. Mhm.
Yeah, I agree. But I just include John because even though I reached out to him, it'd be good to come from you with all the others too.
Mhm.
That makes it
Okay.
efficient. That way we're not waiting for one person to respond before we have to ask another person. Let's just figure out who was interested, and then we can take it from there.
Okay.
Concur.
All right. Anybody else got anything before? I know Rebecca's got to jump off.
Gotta go pick up my little one.
Yep. I think that was it. That was all the agenda items, right, Patty?
Yes.
All right. Community comments. Nick, I see you're online. You got anything? Is that a no? Can't hear you, sir. Sorry. No. Okay, gotcha. All right. With that, if there's no other board comments, then we can motion to adjourn. I motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Again, all in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you all for your time. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thanks.
Bye,
Have a nice
everybody.
day,
Thank you.
Mark.
Bye.